Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. If you're joining me live, let me know you're here. If you're catching the replay, it would be nice to, maybe drop a little something. Maybe that's how I know that you caught the replay. It'd be nice. But man, what a day, right? What a day. One of those days. It actually, it was a mix of all kinds of stuff. Prakash, how are you? Namaste. So good to see you, my man. So good to see you. If you want to call me after this, I'll stay up. I'll stay up so we can talk for a short time. I'm so glad I got your message late. I'm sorry, but yeah. So today was an interesting day. So I had a mixture of I squeezed from the day and the day squeezed out from me. So it was kind of both. But let me share. I've wanted to do this live for a long time. I've kind of wanted to share these two words with you for a while now, but I don't know. I've always come up with something else to talk about. But my least two favorite words in the English language, if you would, and I'll give you a reason why I don't. And I've tried to replace them as much as I possibly can when I want to, when it's there for me to use. I'm like, oh, what else can I use? Because they're really my least favorite. And I'll tell you why. It's because when you use these two, it's like whatever you used before these two, you just like knocked it down. Like you could be giving me this amazing praise, right? And then you come up with these two words and then it just like doesn't really make any more sense, right? And I can tell you what you can replace them with and it'll make it so much more powerful. So my least two favorite words are but and just. So let's go with just first. So let's say that I throw in the word just in a sentence, right? I say, hey, I was just calling you to see how you're doing. Okay. I was just sending you this email to follow up. I was just trying to find out if you like these products. I was just checking up on you. Let me ask you this. How powerful is that sentence? I was just checking up on you. It's like, just, like, not a big deal. I was just checking up on you. It's not a big deal, right? So whatever that sentence carries, right, it just becomes not a big deal. It's no longer a big deal. You're just following up. It's really not a big deal. You're just catching up. It's really not a big deal. You don't really care about catching up anyway, right? You just send in this email. You're just selling this product. You're just promoting this product. You just have this online business. It's like, it's not even significant. It's just a little tiny thing, right? And let's try to see if we can make it more powerful. Let's say I want to follow up with you and I just say, I'm just following up with you. Or I can say, hey, I'm following up with you on what we talked about before. You don't even have to say just. you can just cross it off, right? I'm just dropping these samples off. It's like, the samples are not that important. I'm just dropping off. It's like the time that I'm dropping these off is not important, is not significant to me. Why not? You're getting your car, going there somewhere, dropping something off and coming back. That's not significant. That's not a just. I'm just writing this out. So if you want a more powerful statement, eliminate just in your sentences, and you don't even have to. It's actually so powerful that when you eliminate it, you don't need anything else in replacement of it. You just don't need anything else. All right, now let's go to second word. This is like, oh, this word really, like, I have to, this word really annoys me. I don't know why. This word annoys me in a lot of different ways. And I've tried so hard in so many occasions in my lives, in my conversations, to replace it. I once I tell you how and why, you'll see. So the word but. Oh, that just tickles, man. But how do you like that? Let me just leave it at that. But, I mean, just, I don't even have to say anything. It just has such a negative tone and just, you know what I mean? It's like this. It's like, you're such an amazing person. I'm so proud of you. You've done so much. But you, it doesn't even matter anymore at that point. It's like, oh, this product is so amazing. We've had so many stories and so many lives changed, and so many people have had so many stories that they have shared. But does it even matter what I say at that point? Because it doesn't matter what I said before, but you're all tuned in what comes after the but, right? Sometimes you can even hear the but come in. You'll just say it yourself. You're like, there is a but, huh? Like, how unattractive is that word? Right? Seriously. Like, you're like, I don't know, somebody does something for you. Let's see. They wash your car. They detail your car, right? You're like, you're going through it. I'm that guy. I'm sorry. I know. Hey, if somebody detailed my car or washed my car, I am going through. I know. Some of you don't, but I do. Hey, I'm picky like that. But anyway, so I go through it, right? So what if I tell the guy, you know, oh, this is so great. I love what you've done. It smells great. It looks great. I love the polish. But, right? How about I'll give you one to take home with you. How about you, if you're married or girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, what have you? What if you tell your significant other or spouse, when they, when you're having a meal together, and you say, "Oh, babe, this is amazing. This meal was so this so hit. I mean, I loved it. It was great. I mean, just so good. But, maybe a little less salt." It's like, what? Nothing matters at that point anymore. It's like, so just be careful using but unjust, because they make a big difference. Like, okay, so what can you use instead of but, right? Here's what you can use. You can say, hey, let's say you're in a meeting and they say, yeah, somebody says, I want to, they have an idea that they want to share. You're like, oh, that's a great idea, but we don't have time. We ran out of time. You could say, that's a great idea and we'd love to talk about it. Let's make time for it next time. The food was amazing, babe. It's delicious. And maybe next time even you could put a little bit of a less salt or just put salt on the side. No, I'm so proud of you. You've done so many amazing things. That is wonderful. And I know you're on your way to do this and fill this hole as well. A little tweak, right? But so much more powerful. See, when you use the word but, here's what happens to the other person. They immediately become defensive. And when somebody becomes defensive, they no longer want to listen in from logic. They just want to defend their point now. That's why I keep talking about, I don't want to get into these ping pong matches back and forth. It's exhausting, right? So when you use the word but, get ready, because the next person, that person that you use the word but on, they're about to put their fists up. They're gonna get defensive. Whatever you're gonna say, but maybe a little less salt. What are you trying to tell me? I used too much salt? You forget about the fact that I slaved over the stove for 2 hours? You're gonna start having that defensive situation come up all the time. I highly recommend eliminating the word but when you can, and using and. And is so much more powerful, and it's so much more pleasing to the ear. And I guarantee you that the response that you are wanting to get by using but, you won't get, but you will when you use and, because it's soothing to the ear. It doesn't get me or the other individual defensive, right? Because you're acknowledging everything, not negating it. When you use the word but, you negate everything that came before it. You just do. Like, oh, this was a great speech. Sean, this was a great live. But, man, you go live so late. Right? I mean, that's the truth, right? So, to wrap it up, try not to use the words just and but, and see how much more powerful and impactful your conversations could be. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Love, hate, whatever it is. I got you. And that's funny. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.